ever heard of a line?
Hey, have you ever been dragged to the sidewalk and beat until you pissed blood?
The all-seeing guys. The all-seeing guys. The living room. With Greg and Joe. The all-seeing guys. The living room. The all-seeing guys. The living room. The all-seeing guys. The all-seeing guys.
Hello.
Guys presents episode 4. The Nicolas Cage special. The one you've all been waiting for. I'm a sexy cat.
Hello, welcome to the show.
Apologies for that premature greeting. Hello, hello.
I could have actually cut that out.
Nah, fuck
But
it.
now you kept it in. Nicolas Cage is a vampire. This is All Seeing Guys, episode number 4, and we have a little special one lined up today. Today we'll be talking about the man, the myth, the legend.
My favourite human.
Nicolas Cage. Nic Cage, unfucking Cage.
He is a phenomenon.
So we'll be looking at the thing. What we're going to talk about today is very much in detail. Nicolas Cage, his antics, his films, his life works.
Yeah.
Is he the best worst actor of our generation? Is he good? Is he bad? Is he too bad he's good? Does he pick and choose when he's good or bad? Can we trust him?
Well,
Can we trust him in the
I
movie
trust him
world?
with my life.
He's unhinged. You trust him with your life.
yeah, absolutely.
So, Joe, earliest Nicolas Cage encounter. When did you first remember being made aware of Nicolas Cage's existence?
I it must have been in my teenage years, around the end of the 90s and stuff. I
Okay.
reckon the latest, or in fact the earliest memories I have is probably seeing The Rock.
Ah, fucking great fucking
That's
film.
such a badass film.
Wicked fucking film.
So good. Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage.
Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot. Do you sell snacks, drinks?
Your best.
So we're not
Losers
even,
do your
we're not
best.
even quoting Nicolas Cage.
Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Carla
We're
was the
not.
prom queen. Oh, he was taking a sip for his drink.
Oh, yeah, that caught me off guard.
Denied.
So yeah, I think that my earliest, and to be fair in that, he's not utterly mental.
No, he is quite tame in that.
He's pretty tame. He has some sort of outcryish moments,
Yes.
like when they're in the prison cells. It's like,
Oh.
he's like, that was really
How
cool.
the fuck
Yeah.
did you get out of your cage, your cell?
That's it. So yeah, he's that was.
butthole. I love that bit when they at the beginning of The Rock, when they infiltrate The Rock and they put the tourists in the cell.
Yeah.
And it cuts to that woman. She's a comedian. I've seen her. She's in Always Sunny, and she's in the cell. And she's like, "What kind of fucked up tour is this?" I love that bit, man.
No, yeah, so I think that was my earliest. I mean, but around that sort of time, there was a number of films that we were in that actually did pretty good.
Oh, he was around that sort of time. He was knocking out. He still knocks out films quite a lot now, but
Yeah.
that time they were doing well.
He was more of like a action hero.
Yeah.
Back in those,
Yeah.
back in that sort of time.
He did a reverse Liam Neeson. He kind of got the action out of the way first.
Yeah, and
Although,
then
has he made an action film of late? I haven't seen any, because a lot of these films have been straight.
I don't know. I wouldn't know
anymore.
if. I mean, you know, even.
I suppose the last big action film he did would have been Kick-Ass, maybe. I mean, that's
Yeah.
missing one.
Even, I
That's
mean,
what
but I
saw.
don't think people really sort of. I think a lot of people almost sort of forget he's in that.
Yeah,
Because it's like no one ever just like, oh man, I love Kick-Ass. I love Nicolas Cage in Kick-Ass.
He was
I
good in
love
it, though.
Nicolas Cage in Kick-Ass.
He was really good at Kick-Ass.
Now switch to Kryptonite. So yeah, it's. I mean, he's done a fair few action films. I mean, you could say like National Treasures,
Yeah.
an action film.
National Treasure, Book of Secrets is his high grossing film.
I can believe that they were popular.
Yeah.
Despite
the
their-
second one.
despite their-
That was the second one. The first one was slightly under.
Huh.
But
rare.
my first encounter with him was actually when I was a kid. I think my parents were watching, and I was just around the house. Was Raising Arizona.
Ah, yeah.
I remember so
See,
clearly
that's
him in it
that's
in his-
pretty
in his
like
shirt,
classic. That's him. What's that, like late 80s?
That was what we got, 1987.
Okay, yeah, that was no, that is definitely one of his like first roles. Has he ever won an Oscar?
Has he ever won an Oscar?
I wonder if he's won an Oscar.
In the same year as Raising Arizona, he won a Golden Globe nomination and a Legion of Female Fans.
He was a hot piece of ass.
He was hot.
He had that sort of gaunt
His
sort of heroin thing going on. Not that he was on heroin.
His debut film was a small part in 1982's classic Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh man, I love that film.
Following a lead role in the cult comedy Valley Girl, what was 1983.
I do love Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
He then spent the remainder of the decade playing in dearly bizarre and disruptible men.
But it's yeah. I mean, one of
She
his
stopped, did it?
one of his this I actually just out of curiosity, he did actually win an Academy Award.
Oh, for what?
He won Best Actor in a Leading Role for his role in Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh, of course. Well deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
I want to. Oh, I bet he looked badass at the Oscars as well. I bet he had some like snake skin suit. That'd be cool. I'd like that. That's how I think he goes.
So looking at when I looked at movies he's made, I found 81 credits to him as an actor, but that was going all the way up to 2017. So films he hasn't made yet, but is
right. So like stuff like post-production.
Yeah, stuff that
things that haven't come out yet.
Stuff he's already signed on and haven't started filming yet. So he's listed as 81 credits as an actor.
Wow,
that's what it says there.
That's pretty impressive.
So if we're going to do a quick spin-off of his top 5 highest grossest films, we have, like I said, National Treasure, Book of Secrets, and that was like ridiculous, that amount of money, close to 450 million.
Huh.
National Treasure, dollars, sorry, that's dollars.
Oh, dollars, okay.
National Treasure was number 2. That was just shy of $400 million.
He's done all right.
It got a higher rating than the first one, though, on IMDb. It got a 6.5, and then the second one got a 6.9 rating. Number 3, The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock's number 3.
Because as I said, I put The Rock up there with around that. There's this sort of like trilogy of films, which I think.
Well, they were quite close together because The Rock was 1996.
Yeah.
And then a year later, he did Face Off.
Was Face Off first?
Face Off was 97. So
okay.
It was afterwards. It was after The Rock.
Face Off is good as well.
I swear I read somewhere that when he finished, literally, I can't remember which way around it was. It was either I think it was at the end of Con Air. He literally finished. He wrapped on Con Air.
Yeah.
And 12 hours later, he was on the set of Face Off.
So you had to get rid of that sort of southern accent really quickly.
And the 12 hours was de-summoning
She's my hummingbird.
Like removing his mullet to give back to Pat Sharp.
Yeah.
And that's why Pat Sharp had to cut it off.
I gotta give Baby Yo his insulin. Age leaving you, brother.
So then we have Face Off was number 4.
Yeah. Face Off is good. I like that. Because as well, that has the added addition of a crazy John Travolta.
It is just the most full-on opening to a film.
That is, yeah.
Kid gets killed straight away.
That's pretty dark.
Kid gets killed straight away, and then we go straight.
And Nicolas Cage is wearing that. Like he's got that tash. He's got that really weird moustache.
Yeah, that's to show passing of time.
Yep.
They always use a moustache in the
cheeky attempt.
And then straight into a massive high-speed pursuit.
Yeah, with like Hummers and a fucking jet.
Yeah. So it's that's like the opening of that film.
That is, yeah. And then there's the he gets smashed up down the wind tunnel, doesn't he? And he goes into a coma.
Yes. He took my face. He improvised a lot of that film.
Yeah, apparently he's a big fan of improvising.
He improvised a lot of Face Off.
Yeah.
A hell of a lot.
Apparently he is quite a good person at improvising.
I don't know if that makes him good or not. That apparently he was a bit of a thing.
A wild card. He's a wild card.
He was just throwing out too much of the script and changing things. He has a theory. Halfway through, he started playing a bit differently because he realised why Travolta and Cage, why him and their characters couldn't kill each other.
Right.
And his theory was it's because they actually secretly love each other. So to him, this whole film is a romantic.
Yeah,
like
he sees it as his Twilight
ever.
Yeah,
but yeah, he would
10 Things I Hate About You.
He was upset that Face Off wasn't actually in any of the script, wasn't actually mentioned. So he improvised
the phrase Face Off.
So he improvised the bit where he says, "Took my face." I need to use it in a boys' room. Like,
he should have. It's like he should have like said that line and then just looked at the camera, just to say like, "That's the name of the movie."
If you don't know, that's the name of the film.
Brilliant.
He improvised bits that end up making no sense.
Of course.
Yes. So it doesn't run that smoothly in terms of plot, but oh well.
Oh well.
Number 5 was Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
We're not going to go through all of his films, by the way. We're just going to do the top few.
Just the best
Don't
of the
worry,
best.
It's not going to be us for like 3 hours reading through every film he's made and discussing it for a few minutes.
No. We've got far better things to discuss about Nicolas Cage.
We're just warming up here.
This is just a little insight into his film career.
So Gone in 60 Seconds.
I saw it. It's all right.
It's all right. It's not his best.
If you're a massive car fan, then I'm sure it's great.
Yeah. Ghost Rider number 6. That was a terrible fucking film.
That's quite surprising.
Terrible. It grossed a lot. There's Marvel in it.
Yeah, I guess.
Terrible film. He just so desperately wants to play a superhero.
Yeah.
So desperately.
He really is,
wants
isn't
to
it?
play a superhero so much that he was just like, yes, I'll do it. I mean, he does like Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I
he's
swear
he's
he
quite
has
a fan
a
of
tattoo of
I think he's quite a fan of like motorbikes and stuff like
yeah, I swear he has a Ghost Rider tattoo. I know he has a Superman one.
that. Classic.
Yeah, but he even named his kid after Superman, Kal-El.
Oh yeah.
Like that's how much he.
He's so into it.
That's how much.
I think
he
the only
was-
things that he really loves in life are like that and the Beatles.
Yeah,
'Cause he's supposedly like a massive
So
Beatles
is that why
fan.
he added that into The Rock?
Could be.
Oh baby,
He's just like,
she's
we need your character to be like a die-hard fan or something, and he's just like Beatles.
Beatles. I can act that because it's what I am.
I can do that because it's what I'm doing in life.
You know we can get that on a CD. These sound better. Fuck off. I'm a real Beatles fan, motherfucker. Yep, Con Air 97. So 97, it was straight off the back of
See,
Face Off.
I would have thought that would have been popular than Ghost
So
Rider.
97, 96, 97 were great years for him because he had Con Air, Face Off, and The Rock. So
He's
close
done good.
together.
He's done good.
So close together.
I think out of all of it, I think Con Air is probably my favourite
Con
Nicolas
Air's
Cage film
fucking great.
because it's so goddamn good,
So good.
and it's as good as he is in it, like, but it's still like John Malkovich just
It's
steals
ridiculous.
it.
I still don't understand at the end of that film when the plane crashes in the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous because the guy earlier landed.
wings, like, fly off.
He managed to land that plane amazingly in a storm fucking earlier on.
yeah, they were in like the desert, like some
Just
desert
off
like
Dave
land
Chappelle,
strip
that
or
was
something.
alright, but at the end when he lands and they crash and he gets out and Cyrus is on the bike.
Yeah.
With,
Oh no, they're on the
with John
fire
Cusack,
engine,
he
aren't
gets
they?
on it, yeah, and he's on John Cusack's chasing on a bike with Nic Cage and he's fucking John Cusack's wearing sandals, I swear.
The entire
And,
film, the entire
They're
goddamn film.
chasing, and you don't really see what happens. It crashes. And at the end, for no reason at all, you see John Malkovich just lying on one of those conveyor belts.
Yeah, he's like
just going up towards a
in like a minor.
in like a level of Sonic.
yeah,
like,
you don't. It doesn't make sense
Why
at all.
is? How did he get there? Because it looks like he's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
It's like how far did he fly?
He
through
flies-
The air
he gets
and
it bad,
lands
man,
So
like, 'cause
well.
he flies-
That's Con Air. Him
that
actually
is.
flying through the air. That's why the films are Con Air, not because of the
Con
Con
Air,
the plane.
yeah.
It's actually him flying at the end to land on the.
but he
That
has
could
such
be a new Where's Wally, like Conware.
Conware.
Just
Where's
try
the
and spot them
escaped
out.
convict in
Yeah.
the crowd? But he is, John Malkovich gets it pretty bad at the end of that film because he's handcuffed to a ladder,
Yeah.
which is then raised in the air. He is thrown from that ladder through 2 panes of glass.
Oh yes.
He then lands on some telephone like cables, which electrocutes him, and then, as you said, miraculously turns up on some mining conveyor belt
Yes.
and gets his head crushed.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen the film,
Spoilers, by the way.
Spoilers.
We will be spoiling Nic Cage.
if you
films.
haven't seen that film, then I'm you know what, I'm glad I ruined it for you
Yes,
because
'cause
you
you've
should have
seen
seen
it.
that film a long time ago.
On the same tip of saying how popular he was in 1996, 1997,
His peak years, definitely.
he also had a big hit in 1998, the romantic of City of Angels.
That was popular.
Oh, that was quite a big film.
Meg Ryan.
That was number 9 in his highest grossing films.
Really?
And I don't want Nic Cage to see me. Don't want to ride me around. What was the woman in it called?
Is it Meg Ryan?
Ryan is dead, hit by a truck, and I don't want to be here right now. Yeah, so that's what happened to...
Did you write the music to that? Did you do the soundtrack?
I actually worked with Goo Goo Dolls on the soundtrack.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I basically
Nice-
sat down.
nice guys?
They showed me the film, and I just narrated it in that voice
Yeah.
throughout.
You
So the
basically
soundtrack's one track
you
the
just
same length
sang
as the film.
what was happening in front of you.
I did, yeah.
That's pretty.
Hit
That's
by a truck and she's bleeding. Nic Cage needs to get there right now. I do remember it being honest. He was an angel, I think, in it. I swear there's a bit where he has to jump off a tower as an angel.
That's the Matrix, isn't it?
And then he wakes up as a person. So he gives up being an angel for Meg Ryan.
Jesus
So
Christ.
by jumping off this tower to kill himself as an angel. Then he comes back as a human. He's like, yeah, cool, I can be with this woman, I love her. They go, they have sex somewhere. And then she goes riding her bike down a hill. And she holds her up, she puts her arms out and shuts her eyes like a fucking
Oh, well, she
idiot.
fucking
And
deserves
then gets
it.
hit by a truck.
Road safety.
I mean, to be fair, like, love does kill people. Be careful.
Seriously. Don't ride your bike with no arms.
She had no safety
She
equipment.
had no safety equipment, and she
That perm
closed
wasn't
her
gonna
eyes.
save anyone. She closed her eyes.
Don't close
arms
your eyes
out,
when you're on
and
your
a
bike.
Fucking truck took her out.
Your senses are what are required to get you through a safe bike
That
journey.
love was so strong, he felt it, and I think he ran out.
Really?
I don't remember what happened after that.
That sounds really
I just
gay.
remember that. I never watched the World Trade Center. I didn't want to see it.
I've avoided general sort of movies about the whole sort of like 9/11 situation because of well, we won't get into my views on 9/11.
We're not going to get into those.
But I totally avoided it. Like Flight 93, I never saw. World Trade, I never saw.
I remember there being. I just remember hearing that there's a scene from the person that survived that he was playing. But they put in the film where Nic Cage is buried under the rocks and he looks and he sees Jesus holding a bottle of water.
Of course.
I don't know. I haven't seen this, but someone told me that there's a scene where he sees Jesus holding a bottle of water. And if Jesus is going to show up for any actor in a film, it's going to be Nic Cage.
Yeah.
In fact, that was probably just his hallucinogen the whole time.
I think
his hallucinogen was so strong the film was.
His hallucination should have been that Jesus turned up, but he had my face. So Nic Cage was also Jesus in the film. But no, I didn't. The reason I didn't really watch those films is because it wasn't. They're not really about what I want to know about 9/11.
No.
And that's obviously that film's never going to get made.
No, and it's not really a Nic Cage film. He probably was in no. He was no place there to really be himself with that character.
Nah,
he
yeah,
had to play it quite straight.
You can't really improvise being under rubble.
You don't really want to see Nic Cage playing it straight.
No.
Keeping it in his popular time of 97, 98, he also did Snake Eyes in 98.
Yeah, I know, I remember that. I never saw it, but I do remember it.
I've seen it's weird. I like. There's a scene where he gets fucking beaten up by a fucking boxer.
That's badass.
Like, proper. And afterwards, he's like walking through and he's all fucked up and he's doing his proper like.
I do love the acting.
Straight into 99, 8mm.
I
So
like
here
8
he was stepping away.
8mm is good.
He started doing his weird fucked up thrillers a bit here, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a fucked up film as well. That's really horrible.
Oh yeah, it is a fucked up film.
But it's
it got a lot of complaints when it came out.
Yeah. But you know that shit definitely happens.
Yeah. Kick-Ass we talked about.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if he's got any cinema type. Oh, he's dropped some clangers recently. Fucking like Next and You're on the other one.
He seems to have he seems just hell bent on making as many movies as possible. He's kind of sort of taken the Samuel L. Jackson route to sort of acting, where he'll just be like, "Yeah, that sounds alright. That sounds like a paycheck."
Season of the Witch. Did you ever see Bangkok Dangerous?
Nope. I thought that was an entirely different film altogether.
I forgot all about it, so just now I saw it here. I remember the poster so well, because I remember his hand looked really weird in it, holding the gun. Wicker Man, fucking, that was
oh my god, that is disgusting.
I love that trailer where they make it to be like a comedy.
Yeah. I always like from the Nicolas Cage compilation of sort of like best acting freakouts and stuff like that is when he just goes on a massive rampage in it and just punches and kicks all these women in like the Wicker Man. It's literally just like at least 2 minutes of him just kicking women. And then obviously
get away with it, though.
he did. Oh mate, that's just like whoever decided to recreate the Wicker Man, because the original of that is just so creepy.
Culty.
Yeah, culty. It's just this massive, giant, culty like trip out, and there was no need to just sort of Americanize it, or you know, maybe it wasn't Americanized. I can't remember.
It was
but
Nic Cage and
Nick Cage was in it, who's an American with an accent.
Yeah,
but the whole like him freaking out over bees and shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, not the bees.
1994, It Could Happen to You. I remember that. That was a big romantic one for him. I actually remember watching this. That's when he wins the lottery, but he loses the money to his wife, and he starts seeing the waitress. And
what was that film he did where he was some sort of businessman or something, and he woke up one day and he had like
Family Man.
Yeah. He just wakes up with like
the Weatherman or the Family Man.
He just wakes up with like a wife and kids, and he's just like, I don't understand what's going on.
It's what his life could have been, isn't it?
Yeah. It's that was a weird one.
I haven't actually seen that.
No,
adaptation.
Oh no, I did see that.
Adaptation.
But I can't really...
He played twins, did he? Didn't he play himself twice in that film?
I think so. Yeah.
I swear
he's done some. I mean, you know, it's hard.
Leaving Las Vegas, 95. So he was very busy in the 90s.
Yeah, no,
I
think his
4 or 5 films that have just run off.
His career definitely had its peaks in the 90s.
Yeah. Drive Angry, that was good fun. Ridiculous.
It's just
so there is a
it's
film
just 90
called,
minutes of him just driving with like
Man.
a screwed up face.
There was a film called The Weatherman. Man, same year as 8mm, Bringing Out the Dead. So he did go on a.
Oh yeah.
He did go on a dark one.
Yeah, he did some dark ones, didn't he?
Obviously, we can't go through all these, so I'm going to skip down. It's Stolen, man. I love the posters of that film. 12 hours, 10 million, one kidnapped daughter, stolen, Nicolas Cage.
Stolen.
All his new films like that just seem to be him running. Just seem to
I don't
be
think he's
him
much of a runner.
running.
I don't think he's much of a runner. I think he's got a stunt runner.
So it was Trespass. he has dropped some Seeking Justice was the same year as Trespass. Left Behind. Now that was meant to be about the Rapture, wasn't it? I never saw it, but
No, that doesn't
swear
sound.
it was meant to be about the
that does
Rapture.
not sound familiar to me.
2014.
Really?
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
was like one of the last. Well,
That's probably the last one. No, he's got. I swear he had one that's come out recently.
oh, really?
Yes, I saw it.
Oh no, it
in,
was. Was it
saw it in
Joe?
No, that I haven't seen that. That's meant to be really good.
That's actually supposed to be like one of his better
very
films
dark.
that he's done in the last something
I think
something or
occasionally
other.
he gives a damn about things.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about films Nick Cage has been in. Let's talk about movies Nick Cage was almost in.
Now this you've teased me with this. By you told me about it, and I did say that. Look, I don't want to know anything about those films. I wanted to know there and then, and I'm so intrigued about this list that I can't wait. Because I bet he must have been given quite a few opportunities.
I don't know how far along he went with these films. As far as I'm aware, most of them are roles he just turned down. Some of the ones that went ahead and then got cancelled,
Yeah.
or he had conflicting schedules and had to drop out, or he was just no, or they approached him and he just didn't give a shit. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go in with this. John Bender and the Breakfast Club.
Really?
Yes.
Is that the geeky kid?
He turned that down.
Fuck, man.
That would have been a very different film. If he
That'd have
was
been a totally different film.
There is.
Bearing in mind as
Probably
well, that's
better without him,
that's what, like
obviously.
the 80s.
Yes, so probably. But actually, I don't know if he would have improved that film or not.
He would have been at least like what 20 like early 20s around that sort of time.
Probably that, but probably like.
He's like 50 odd now.
Yeah, that's probably how old. What's his name was in it though? Because they
Blimey.
always play younger, don't they?
Yeah, no, I guess so. I can't see him as like some geeky kid though.
Because I'm imagining him.
Although
now.
I would totally love to see him during like the pot smoking scene.
Oh yeah.
And I can just imagine him and like Emilio Estevez just completely like spazzing out, screaming until windows break, which would never ever happen. That's my only qualm with that film is that it has the worst depiction of what pot does to
Yeah,
you.
of course, yeah.
And apparently it gives you superpowers where you can scream and break windows. That really annoyed me.
I thought that you could do that.
I mean, I've screamed.
I
I've
just believed what I saw in the films.
yeah. But I've been. Oh no, trust me. I've shouted at a window for 3 hours and nothing happened.
Just lost your voice.
Yeah.
Tony Stark in Iron Man.
Really?
Now this wasn't the Robert Downey Jr. one. This was many years before. They tried to do it many years before.
Right.
And he again, so desperate to play a superhero, was just like yes. So he signed on to Iron Man, but then it did fall through, and then many years later they redid it onto the whole new Marvel universe that's all connected.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he had made that film, it might have seriously affected what's happening now with Marvel films.
I don't think. I think if he'd played Iron Man in the most current run, I don't think he would have given a fuck about doing all these other films.
No, yeah.
As much as he loves the idea of being a superhero, I think after the trilogy of Iron Man, he'd been like,
I think he had it. I think he had it in him to play Iron Man.
I could
He would have
totally
played it
see him
very
as Tony
differently.
Stark.
It would have been a bit more unhinged, probably a bit more like how he's a bit more alcoholic.
Yeah.
Whether
He
they
would have
said
really-
you're not
probably
alcoholic,
would have
you're not
really
alcoholic in this
researched.
film. This time he'll still play it as an alcoholic.
Yeah. And it's like, no, of course, but he falls off the wagon all the time.
I'll always be called Iron Man, even even in other films.
Yeah.
I'm a superhero now.
He's just going to change his name to Iron Man.
Aragorn in Lord of the Rings.
What? Are you kidding?
I think he actually was signed on to that one, then had to drop out.
Man, that would have been insane. There's no way he could have played that at all.
It
Because
would've-
like Aragorn in that is just sort of pretty chill.
It's
pretty chill.
Whenever he does films that are like I say that time period. Lord of the Rings wasn't a time period.
No,
But
it wasn't real,
whenever
Greg.
it was a history documentary. I thought the whole thing was about the Battle of Hastings.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's
it?
Battle of Hastings. That's what Lord of the Rings is about.
Conspiracy.
That's what happened.
That's it.
Um,
So you're saying that J.R.R. Tolkien has just taken an actual event and turned it into
No, he
fantasy.
documented it accurately.
So yes,
That's exactly what happened.
there was goblins and
It was-
dwarfs and
yeah.
everything.
That's what it was like back then.
Well,
That's what it was like.
I mean, who can argue it?
I think they disappeared around the 70s. So yeah, I don't know how he would have played it. It would have been weird.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any line Aragorn says right now, and I can't think of one.
Nah, they're all too far-fetched.
My blade. He'll be like, my blade. Whenever he
This
does,
is a good sword.
Whenever
This is a good sword!
Check this out! I'm a swordsman! I'm a swordsman! But whenever he has played those sort of roles, i.e., like Viking films and stuff, whenever I've seen clips of him, he never looks that really fucking like pulls.
He's not really into it. It's the nearest he'd get to being a superhero.
Risky Business, Joel Goodson, so Tom Cruise's role.
No, I can't see it. I can't see it.
This one I can see, and I think this is a shame this didn't happen. But the remake of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh my god, he could have been the most insane. I'd love to have seen him.
That I would
because I never saw the remake. I
haven't seen all of it. I've seen bits of it.
I'm not a huge Tim Burton fan.
No, it's not great.
No, is there singing in it? Is it like more of a musical?
Bit. No, not as much. But
because I would love.
Johnny Depp plays it a bit more pedo. Willy Wonka in that film. It's very, very.
The thing is, he doesn't really look anything like Gene Wilder, which I'm sure is probably the idea.
Yeah, the idea.
But he looks more like a ghost.
I think if it would have been Nic Cage, he would have gone more Gene Wilder with it.
Totally.
Yeah,
like if they'd redone like the scene where they're going through the tunnel. All I would love to have seen was Nicolas Cage just like, is it raining? Is it pouring?
And then we'll get the Willy Wonka memes we get of him.
Yeah.
I see you wearing a tap out shirt. You must work out. Like, just Nic Cage instead. Jim Carrey's character in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Nah, can't see it.
No, this was fucking great. Neo in the Matrix.
So many people.
It would have been different.
It would have been totally different. See, because I was thinking about this as well, which is something I will ask you after we've gone through these. But I was thinking about like films that I might want to see him in, and I was thinking like, he could have been in the Matrix, but not as like Neo. I was thinking more of like Morpheus.
Yeah,
I could see him totally as a Morpheus, But without, because obviously
there'd be no pills left to take.
He would have just doped out completely on both. He's the kind of man that takes both just to see what happens.
Yeah.
It's like, I took the red one and the blue one, and I'm having a great time.
The red pill, the blue pill. What pills? What? They're just gone from his hands.
And he's just nothing.
He turned it down because he didn't want to go to Australia for a long time.
Man, I'd love to be in that life. I would love to see him because, like, I mean, he can kick ass as well. He's got a bit of a fight in him.
Yeah.
He could totally kick ass. So I'd love to have seen him in some serious combat situations.
Yeah, they might have relied more. I don't know how.
Or unless he just sort of like he's in a combat situation and just goes, "I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
I'm the one! I'm the one!" Okay.
I know kung fu. Show me!
You think that's anal breathing? No! The next one's a very famous one.
Yeah.
He was obviously going to be Superman in Superman
Yeah.
the late 90s Tim Burton film.
This was it,
The film never came due to a fight between Burton... Oh, they say never came due to a fight between Burton and Kevin Smith. That's not entirely true.
Yeah.
That's not entirely true. There were many different factors. That was a very, very minor one.
Yeah, I've heard Kevin Smith talk about his kind of sort of battle with Tim Burton during that, and there was a lot of
battle.
It wasn't. They were just sort of. It was a really childish argument, basically, that spilled out into the media slightly. If you gave enough of a shit to like actually look out for it, but it's I was aware of that, but I was never aware that like he was actually supposed to be the Superman in it. There was then obviously things started to surface on the internet of some possible prototype pictures.
There's been some great photos of him in the suit, and the suit it's that shiny blue suit.
It's like it's sprayed onto him.
And in like the test footage, he has this massive black-haired mane. Like, it looks fucking ridiculous. But then you see pictures of him when he's got his hair cut short.
Yeah.
I actually would have quite liked to have seen that film.
It would have been interesting to see him as Superman.
I really would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah.
There's actually, I think it's next month, or maybe this month, there's actually a documentary coming out called The Death of Superman Lives. And it looks
about the whole film.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Like,
That's cool.
They talked to Kevin Smith on it, and loads of people that worked on it.
I could maybe see him.
They've got footage on it test footage of him flying and landing.
Oh my
filming,
God.
all that, and him as Clark Kent. Apparently, it's Clark Kent. He has like a t-shirt, like a blazer, and chinos. And,
Yeah.
like, a striped shirt. He looks ridiculous.
That's
But
it.
that's
Yeah,
how
'cause
he
he's-
wanted to make Clark Kent.
I mean, he's
look.
getting on. He was even then. He was getting on a bit.
Well, late 90s. I mean, he still hadn't hit his. He still went on to do 90. He still went his big 94,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
96, 97, 98 run. This
good-
was his
it's good
prime,
time.
mate. He was in good shape. Then
So
as
he
well.
had his Con Air hair at the time.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. So yeah, I actually would have really liked to have seen that film.
Yeah.
I think that would have been good fun.
But is there any other films that like the film roles that you would love to have seen him play? That or you think that he would do really
All
well
films.
at playing all films? Because I apart from thinking like The Matrix, I was thinking like, oh man, Iron Man might have been pretty funny.
Yeah,
But there is just like you think about like certain roles and how he is as an actor. Like any sort of like current films that have been out.
Oh man, I don't know. I really can't think. I can't think of any film right now. Just all of them.
I did think The Matrix earlier, which was like the first one that came to my head, but
yeah.
obviously that was mentioned. So many people like were up for that role as
Oh,
well. I heard
man.
like Will Smith was like
Yeah,
up
probably.
for it, but he just wanted to like have more ladies and make more jokes about
of
black
course he did,
people.
of course he did.
And it's just like,
course he did.
it made me hate Will Smith
Yeah,
so
of course
much.
he wanted
I
to, mate.
fucking hate that family.
I
The Smiths can go and suck
am the
my
one,
ass.
the black one.
Yeah, I'm the black one. I'm the black dude.
Wipe your feet on the mat.
Deja vu. What did you say?
This is an interesting one though. We come up to the end of these ones now. The Jeff Daniels character in Dumb and Dumber.
Really?
Yeah,
That's so weird. That's fantastically weird.
yeah.
I can't see him being
But the
that
thing
much
is,
of a
if
moron,
you had him in it instead of Jeff Daniels, and I said to you, Jeff Daniels is up for that role, we'd probably be like, really? Because we've never seen him do a role like
because
that.
Jeff Daniels, I'd have been like, who?
Yeah, actually, this would have been a good
The guy
role
from
for him.
Speed.
This would have been a good role for
Oh,
him.
he would have been good as Dennis Hopper's
Oh,
character.
he
in
would have
Speed.
been good as Dennis Hopper's character. in
Dennis
Speed.
Hopper's great in that.
Yeah, he would have.
He's no Nic Cage.
Phil Collins was up for that. Phil
What's he gonna
Collins
sing?
wanted the role so much.
Can I do the theme music as well? I'm just gonna rewrite Easy Lover.
Speedy bus driver, gotta keep lower than 50, above.
She's the kind of girl you dream
This
of.
actually would have been a good role for him, I think. And the Green Goblin in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I
No,
think he
like
would've
so
been- I think-
Willem Dafoe
Yeah,
was the original.
Yeah, I think he would have been very good.
Yeah, no, because there is elements of like crazy in that
Yeah.
as well.
Scarecrow in Batman Begins.
See, this is the thing. As much as he wants to be a superhero, he'd be so much better at playing a villain.
Constantine, another.
The Keanu Reeves one.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
No, it's not a great film.
It's kind of like that was like the fallout of his Matrix,
Yeah.
and sort of like he wanted to do
It
something.
wasn't a great film.
No.
I think he could have done it though. He's meant because the way they play Constantine in the film isn't how he's really meant to be. So, or he's meant to be fucking from Manchester. So.
doesn't quite work, does it?
Yeah, the last ones are very minor, like the wrestler, Charlie Chaplin in Chaplin, and the Wahlberg's role in Perfect Storm.
Okay. I can't see him being under George Clooney.
So out of all those,
That's some fan fiction there, isn't it?
out of all those, ones I'd really like to see would have been Willy Wonka,
Yeah.
Superman, and I would like to see the Green Goblin.
Yeah. No, I think that's some pretty good choices. So
Oh yes, I've now got to a part where, as you've already looked it up, where I have got his Oscar-winning.
Ah.
But you've already said this is fine.
I know, yeah.
Oscar-winning actor 41 and Kim Cage 21. Welcome to their son, Carlisle Coppola Cage. Oh, of course, because
He's Francis Ford
course he
Coppola's
is. Yeah.
nephew.
Nephew, yeah. The Leaving Las Vegas star. So this is an old post. Nic Cage and Kim Cage were wed in July 2004 after a whirlwind 6-month courtship. I bet it was a fucking whirlwind as well.
Oh,
Going
mate,
on
I bet
Nic
it was
Cage.
so
Oh, that's
so
20
quick.
years age different. Go on, Nic
20,
Cage.
20 minutes. He was just like, let's get married. Let's do this.
Is he immortal or a time traveler?
This is the supposed theory, isn't it? Because I do believe some pictures have been unearthed from earlier in history. Is that right?
Proof backing up the theory that Nicolas Cage may actually be either a time traveller or possibly an immortal vampire or something that is crawling in.
So he is a vampire.
First, there was that picture of his Civil War era doppelganger that popped up on eBay in 2011, and now this clear drawing of Nic Cage in the history books. The picture was posted online by Reddit, who claims to have found it in a Mexican history book that has a section of the 19th century Mexican Emperor Maximilian I. Sure enough, a quick Google search of Max over there confirms he looks a hell of a lot like Nic Cage. He probably is Nic Cage, actually, because Nic Cage is everyone, and everyone is Nic Cage. Amongst the ranks of other stars like Nic Cage, who are historical doppelgangers, or probably vampires, is Keanu Reeves, who's popped up in history, once in 1570 and once in 1875. John Travolta, who was probably reincarnated from the 1860s, and Alec Baldwin, who has once popped up as a recently deceased former Elks Lodge president. What?
Well, what the hell is that?
I hadn't read that bit.
There was well, I think Jay-Z as well. It was one of the most recent ones. Jay-Z apparently has popped up as a
Racist.
as
They
a
don't all look the same.
no. No,
Will Smith
it was
will vouch for that.
there was a genuine sort of picture from it must have been like the early 1900s, and this picture does look like Jay-Z. He's very, very, very similar. So weird. But Nicolas Cage is the kind of person that is, because he's quite a bizarre person, that you kind of just believe that he is a time traveller.
Yeah.
He is like Quantum Leap. Like
It'd be fucking awesome if it was quantum leaping.
Who
Who would be his owl? Who would be the hallucinating person he only sees? I imagine it's a constant reincarnation.
That would also be Nicolas Cage.
People he's played.
No, it'd just be
it's
himself.
Characters he's played. He's seeing characters he's played pop up and be like, "You need to do this film." Or don't do it.
Yeah.
In fact, if he's listening to himself, that's why he's making bad movie choices.
It's very true. Yeah. Don't ever listen to yourself.
No, especially
But,
imaginary version of yourself.
Yeah, he has had a massive career in movies and stuff like that. And you'd think that he would have accumulated quite a fortune.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Okay.
No, he has. He actually. I don't know if this is still true or not. Nicolas Cage currently owes $6.5 million in back taxes and is being sued by a former business manager.
Wow.
Now that's not. It's Samuel Levin.
Ah, bloody Samuel.
Fucking Sam. But actually, it's not just due to IRS issues and being sued. He has a lavish style of purchasing. Just some of the most amazing things.
Okay, lay some on me.
He's apparently Nicolas Cage bought a castle in England in 2007. It's the Milford Castle. He bought it for 4. I don't know, but apparently he bought it for 4.75 million. He never slept in the house and instead spent lots of money and time renovating it to his liking. It's rumoured that Cage's obsession with Camelot led to the purchase. He has quite a lot of obsessions because he's also a massive Elvis fan.
I like to think that he goes there and plays Camelot.
I like to think that he's got like a Game of Thrones style throne and just sits there all day, just like, what have I done? I can't believe I made that movie. Like,
and just plays.
He's probably got like a court jester or something like that.
John Travolta.
Yeah. One of his other obsessions is Rolls Royces. He's got like apparently nine Rolls Royces, varying from different years. This one is one of my favourites. Visitors to Cage's homes reported seeing shrunken heads displayed as decorations. Yes. So apparently collects shrunken heads. He's got more mansions in. It's apparently mansions with a southern charm.
What does that mean?
Cage bought 2 mansions in 2007. One, I believe they're in New Orleans.
Oh right. Okay.
So he's they've got this sort of like wonderful sort of New Orleans style to them. So he bought some mansions. This one's pretty good. He bought the Shah of the Shah of Iran's Lamborghini.
Wow.
Which is,
does it say if he's ever driven it?
This is one of the last few Lamborghinis, Miuras, SVJs that exist in the world. Not only that, it's the former owner of the Shah of Iran.
I bet he smashed it.
I bet he is.
I bet
but
he
not like in it.
Got the keys, got in there, looked at the salesman who had gone on, smiled, and just reversed it. Got out, set it on fire, and then just did cartwheels, laughing off into the.
I don't think
bushes.
it was even that lavish. I think he just went at it with a hammer, just chucked like 500 grand in the
Just got
person's
on the
face
bonnet
and
and
just
shit on
went
it.
at it. Yeah. But yeah, apparently it was. It cost him $500,000 for that one. He's got about 30 motorcycles. That's pretty good. He's got a yacht. He's bought quite a few sort of lavish things over the years. So he's not got a lot of cash. No. But maybe that is also why he makes a series of films, just to sort of bump up. Yeah. That's some of the ridiculous things that he spent his money on.
Amazing with Nicolas Cage.
Pretty good fun.
Amazing spending.
Oh,
We've got some
what a spender.
interesting facts and stories, have we, about Nicolas Cage? So I have some and you have some. So
That's correct, yes.
I don't want to go reading some out and then you be like, actually, I was going to say that.
Well, yeah, no.
We'll drop this one in as we were talking about spending.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't that exciting. I haven't watched it. But the house where the American Horror Story was filmed, Coven, was used to be his house.
Really?
Yes. Where they filmed the American Horror Story Coven was that the Witches one, I think. That was used to be Nic Cage's
that
house.
would make sense because isn't that in New Orleans or
Yeah,
something
is
like
that the one?
It could
is
be.
that
Yeah.
the one that used to have there was some sort of murder there back in the day by some whoever owned that house before. I swear there was a murder there.
Yeah.
Something to do with the slaves way back
He
when.
loves a bit of murder, doesn't
I
he?
think there was quite a famous murder happened there, and that's why he's bought it. And maybe that's why they filmed American Horror Story there.
God damn, that is something. I've got one here. Nicolas Cage was in the 1989 film Vampire's Kiss.
Yes.
Apparently, in that he ate a live cockroach.
Oh.
Disgusting.
Just because it was hungry.
Probably, yeah. It doesn't say anything about it actually being in the film.
True, he was trying to take its power source.
This is great.
He
as
wanted
well.
to harden
Yeah,
shell.
yeah. It's but it says here. So he ate the cockroach. Allegedly, the film director only wanted him to down a raw egg.
He was like, no,
So
I'm
he was
Nic
just
Cage.
like, is that all you got?
That's
I'm Nicolas
I
Cage. I'll eat anything.
refuse to down a raw egg, but I will eat that cockroach.
Yeah. It's like
Dipped in egg.
Just like he just looked at like the display of horrible things that you might possibly eat. It's just like there's a cockroach on the floor. I just might have that.
Apparently, a mime once stalked Nic Cage.
A mime?
A mime stalked him. I don't know how that works.
Like whilst miming or just?
It just says a mime once stalked Nic Cage.
Wow, that is something.
That is something.
Wouldn't that freak you out?
That would freak me out.
To be fair, if I was stalked by a mime, that would freak me out.
Yeah.
Because they just stop. Like if I was walking down the street, they might just stop and just be like,
Oh yeah.
just
those
pretend
listening-
to be
for those
doing
listening,
something.
Joe just pointed to his wrist, pretending he was looking at the time.
Yeah. I sorry, yeah.
He
I
stopped
completely.
and did this. Everyone was like, "What the hell is he doing?"
Well, you know,
He's jerking off.
I completely forgot about the elements that are you can't
Audio.
see anything we're doing right now. Do you have another fact
I
there?
have
or-
many, but yeah, you go. We'll jump in and out.
I had I think out of all of these, this is definitely my favourite. Nicolas Cage has also admitted to taking hallucinogenic mushrooms with his cat at least on one occasion. Seeing that the cat Lewis had snuck into the refrigerator, I know, just called his cat Lewis. One of my favourite things in the world is pets that are just called human names.
Yeah.
So just like a dog called Darren, or just anything like that. Not like like I don't know, Fluffy or anything like that. Just call it a human name.
Yeah.
Craig. Just. Yeah, apparently his cat had snuck into the refrigerator and eaten the mushrooms. Cage, upon finding this out, just went, "What the heck? I better do it with him."
I love it. I love
so
it.
he basically got fucked up on magic mushrooms with his cat.
I love the idea that he came in and was like, any normal person would have been like, "Fuck, my cat's eating my mushrooms. I better get them to the fucking vets right now." But Cage was like, fuck it, he'll be alright. I'm gonna get on him.
I'm gonna get on this
Don't
trip
worry,
with him.
buddy. You're not flying solo.
We are flying though.
We are together in this. I hope the cat stayed with him throughout.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think I'd love to have seen what a cat looks like
Or
on
maybe
magic
there
mushrooms.
was no cat and he was just tripping balls in the first place.
He'd already eaten. He'd seen that the mushrooms were missing, and he didn't actually realise it was him that ate
He
it.
was like, "Fuck
And it was
my
like, well, it
cat."
can only be the cat.
He saw a cat that he didn't even have. And he was just like, "Oh yes, my cat Lewis that I knew was here all along.
Oh man,
We're gonna have an epic adventure. That'd be a good film.
that would be
Just
good.
him and a talking cat tripping mushrooms for like an hour and a half.
Starring Nicolas Cage. He has to do the voice of
And
the
he has
cat
to do
as
the
well.
voice for the cat as well.
Yeah.
Of course he does. He has to do the voice for everything he sees.
Yeah, he has to be everything in the film.
Everything in the film.
So like Sky, Just like the clouds are just made up of Nicolas Cage face.
And he bumps into all the roles he didn't get to play.
Oh, that'd be badass. I like
That'd
that.
be awesome. It'll be like Scrooge, but instead of going through
So,
time, seeing
Nicolas
past selves,
Cage,
he'll
if
see
you're out there
alternative
listening,
thing.
we've got a wonderful film idea
Yep,
for you.
You're going to take mushrooms, blame it on a cat.
I wouldn't call it a film. I'd say it's more of a documentary.
Take mushrooms, blame it on a cat you don't actually have,
Yep.
and then you're going to go on an epic adventure through alternative realities, meaning alternate cages that have made films that you didn't star in.
There you
It's
go.
going to be fucking good.
Remember, email or tweet if you, whichever your
If you're
choice is,
interested in
Nicolas
Nick
Cage.
Get in touch. We can't afford the fund for the film, but we will definitely give you.
Neither
some
can you,
idea. We'll
apparently.
definitely give you some notes.
Yeah, you'll
that
get
I'm
props.
sure you will want us to give you.
Yeah, I've got one last little one here for you as well. Nicolas Cage has owned a pet octopus.
That doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't surprise me.
I
He's
bet he
had
wears
like
it as well, as a hat.
yeah, just like I'm gonna go and be alone in my study for a bit, and just
Yeah.
walks in and sits down, puts an
Let me
octopus
pull
on
out-
his
let me
head.
pull out my thinking
It's
cap.
just
That's right. Suck all the negative
suck
energy
out the
out of my
paws,
head.
suck out my paws.
I'm just going down the shop. You can't go out that. There's got the octopus in your head. It's fine.
Don't tell me what to do.
It's sunny out. This is a very interesting one. Nick Cage has won an award in China for being the best actor in the world.
Fuck the Oscars. China.
Oh man, I hope he went to get it as well.
Oh yeah, he better.
In 1984,
His acceptance
Cage had
speech must have
two-
been amazing as well.
Oh man, just making up Chinese.
I'm on fire!
He's just making up Chinese
Yeah.
words, and they're just like.
I can
loving
speak it. I can speak any language.
Nick Cage had 2 teeth removed in a role in 1984, so he could relate to his character's pain.
That is dedication.
I actually have a follow-up actually to your cockroach one. Actually, it says
Okay.
here, Cage volunteered to eat a live cockroach for the movie Vampire Kiss. They had to shoot the scene 3 times though, so that was 3 roaches.
Wow. He must love them. There must be like protein or
He
something.
is one of the only actors to ever dress like a bear and punch a woman on camera.
That's Wicker Man, right?
Yes, or just somebody filming with their smartphone.
Yeah.
because it was just Tuesday.
He was just in like Times
it was
Square.
just he'd done his mushrooms.
He's going up on a Tuesday.
He'd done his mushrooms and just went out. And decided
Fucking
that.
hell.
Well, another little spending here. He actually once spent over 200 grand on a dinosaur skull.
I mean, I would.
I would too.
If it was like a legit skull, that's. I mean, yeah, man, that sounds like a pretty hefty amount.
Oh, I was right. He does have a tattoo of Ghost Rider that had to be covered out of his movies. That is a true.
He had apparently he had a tattoo on his back as well of like a lizard in a top hat. So weird.
And we've got to stop doing these, but this one is pretty good. There's so fucking many of them.
I know, yeah.
Cage once woke up to find a strange man next to him in bed, naked, but for Cage's own leather jacket, eating a fudgesicle.
Well, in that case, I have just one more as well. We'll cut it there.
I have one more as well.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'll say mine and you say yours. This is in
At the same time. No.
just talk over each other. In 2009, film critic Roger Ebert wrote, "Cage has 2 speeds: intense and intenser."
Ludicrous speed.
That is it.
Dog the Bounty Hunter once bailed Cage out of jail.
No, that is brilliant. Did it say what he'd done?
Literally, it was all it says.
I want to know what he did.
He probably did something beautiful. Probably came down from his fucking mushroom trip. Dog was like, he's a good Christian man at heart. I'll get him out. So Nick Cage, you're a crazy motherfucker. I would love to fucking. Well, actually, I don't know. I would like to spend a weekend with him. Probably
I wouldn't.
terrify me.
No, I'd hang out with him. I'd go for like a drink with him.
Yeah.
Just to see where that went. But then we'd probably end up, I don't know, like
Naked in bed.
Costa Rica or something. Just
Oh man.
so he's just like, hey man, I'm an actor. I can do what I want. Let's go to Costa Rica.
Yeah, I'm an
I'd
actor.
be like, sorry mate, I've got work at night.
Work.
So,
You're like, no, I've just bought your work.
just can't
Fine.
put your work.
I'm turning it
I'm
into
gonna
a
need
coffee
see some
shop.
proof of that.
He just hands you a tripping
See ya.
up hat that he wears around his
Just starts calling me Lewis. Just like, what? Lewis, stop talking. Yeah. So really, I think he's an amazing human being. I love Nicolas Cage. I think he's done some amazing films.
He has.
I think he's done some amazing things.
Do we think we're ever going to see another great film out of him?
I don't know. I don't know how popular it would be. Like, you mean like a high grossing
we
film?
might see like a Michael Keaton style return where he's kind of dropped off.
He did the
and then he did that
the Birdman.
He did a few before, didn't he? I can't remember what he came back in. He did a couple of films and he started popping back up a bit.
Yeah.
And then now he's done this one, this Birdman.
I think. I think his comeback in a little way was kind of kick-ass. I think that because he wasn't doing a lot of good films at that time. No. But that was quite that is an awesome film.
Yeah,
I love
that. Was like 5 years ago or so now.
That was about 2010.
Yeah, so he's. I think he's. I know. I reckon we'll see him disappearing more and more. But then we will see some sort of film. He will go out.
He'll come back.
It might not be a massive action film. It'll be weird. Because
he's still, he's only 50 odd. Yeah, so it's like,
Do you think he'll ever do TV?
Nah. Maybe like I think he did like Saturday Night Live or something like that. So I think he was like a guest.
A lot of obviously actors
like a TV show, like a series.
A detective style show, something like that. It's a lot of these actors are now going in to do these sort of shows.
Yeah.
It's
I could see him as like some like hard ass like police detective.
Yeah.
Just like taking the law into his own hands.
Yeah, and constantly fucking
telling everyone he's a vampire.
Yeah, vampire.
Making them do mushrooms and calling them Lewis.
Cage tripping out vampire detective in Alcatraz.
Yeah, I could maybe I could see him in certain like he could have been in like I'd like to have seen him in like Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Nicolas Cage could have totally been in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, as Jesse.
Yeah,
just playing.
He's Jesse's dad. That'd be sick. Just comes in, calls everyone a bitch,
and then fucks off.
Does a line of crystal meth or smokes it or whatever. I don't know. I'm not familiar with.
You're not meant to do that, Nic Cage. It's fine.
It's I'm researching a role.
That's
it's
a
fine.
prop. I've bought my own. Just puts his cat's arsehole to his mouth.
His cat's arsehole.
This lights up.
This is Lewis.
This is Lewis. He'll be with me in every shot.
He died like this.
Yes, he's been dead for 6 years, but he's still my cat. Aren't you, Lewis?
Yes, Nicolas Cage.
I hollowed him out.
Yes, Nicolas Cage. I love you.
Oh,
he's massive.
What a fantastic human being.
He is an incredible human being. And I always feel that whenever we do talk about Nicolas Cage, I always have to talk a little bit about John Travolta.
Yeah.
Even though it was only that one film they did.
Yeah.
But I always picture them.
But you sort of like they like this sort of they were such a double act.
And because they were inside each other.
They were like balls deep inside each other.
So that film is Nic Cage playing John Travolta and John Travolta playing Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, for the first like.
Well, you say that it's actually Nic Cage playing Nic Cage and John Travolta playing Nic Cage.
In the start of the film, yeah, Nic Cage is what is it, Phoenix?
Yeah, but when they swap,
is it Simon Phoenix?
Yes, I can't remember.
I want to say
I know
Simon
Nic
Phoenix.
Cage. So John Travolta has to act like Nic Cage in that film.
Yeah,
and he does all right.
He does.
Troy.
No, that's it. Yeah, Castor Troy. That is it.
Castor Troy. Any fight you get into, you just scream that out in the middle.
Like, woo! Too loud then.
Too loud.
But yeah, man, it's that kind of sort of like started to open my eyes as to how crazy John Travolta could be. Because this was like around the time where he started doing like villain roles. Because he did like Broken Arrow.
That was how he came back. Was
Broken Arrow was like the first one. No, was it?
I swear Broken Arrow was just before Face Off.
It was it was his first like villainous sort of role, wasn't it?
He did a few villain ones after that, didn't he? Punisher he did, and there was another one.
What was that?
That bring in Pelham.
No, what was that one about the hackers? It had like Halle Berry and
not hackers. Swordfish. Swordfish.
He was pretty mean in that.
Yeah, Swordfish. Yeah, doesn't he get a blowjob while he's doing something in that?
Quite possibly.
Someone in that film gets a blowjob. Oh, Hugh Jackman gets a blowjob while he's trying to hack He's trying to hack.
What? That's the life, isn't it?
Yeah. He didn't ask for it though. He did.
She was trying to put him off.
Made him do it. That's such a boys' film, Swordfish.
That is totally
when
a boys' film.
When a helicopter picks up the fucking bus full of
Yeah,
people.
no, that is like a Michael Bay.
Michael
Bay saw that and was like, oh, I wish I thought of that.
I did at the beginning to that film. That's when that bomb goes off and the camera terribly now when you watch it back 360s round the CGI.
Yeah.
Fire, and Hugh Jackman like, wow, trying to pretend that he's
someone in the cinema when they saw that was like, this is fucking brilliant.
Ever. Matrix, what the fuck is that? So John Travolta, he's been acting very crazy himself.
Yeah, he's had some.
He's been
moments.
A bona fide Scientologist since 1975.
Already, that's a concern.
Again, not wanting to go. I'm not going to go into Scientology, but very
no, I'd rather
very
rather not.
Interesting character. I did watch a documentary recently called Going Clear, and they talked about John Travolta at some depth in it. And you kind of sometimes get the impression that he almost is trapped in there, but then you get the impression that he's just fucking crazy.
Yeah,
because he acts mental. Like when he approached that guy at like 3 a.m. at the gym. And they posed for that photo. He was obviously
yeah.
The guy told him he was a carpenter, and that he made chairs, and Travolta wanted to buy some of the chairs and asked for his card, but god darn it, the guy didn't have any cards on him.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But he just went up to him at 3 a.m, just like
He's
chatting
like,
to
I
him.
really want to have a look at your chairs.
Yes,
your private
I really
collection
like
of
it.
chairs.
He likes chairs in that film Phenomenon, doesn't he? He buys
Yeah, he's like a
chairs to
carpenter
win
in that,
woman.
isn't
No, but he fancies the woman who works at the garage, and she makes wicked chairs. And
Oh,
he
yeah,
keeps
yeah.
buying them, and he tells her he's using them as something. And one day she comes to his house and finds loads of them in there.
Yeah, it's
and
so
realises
weird.
that he's just being creepy and buying chairs.
It's like a
And
graveyard
then she
for
runs off
wicker
crying,
chairs.
and he's just like, I really like them chairs.
I really like them.
Well, he's living up to it. 'Cause he apparently does like a chair.
He does love a chair.
He posed for this picture in the gym with his bald head.
Yeah, he was
But then-
like
but then-
completely
but then, like a week later, full head of hair at the Oscars. So he definitely has a good wig.
just like
going
hefty.
on.
It's like either like a wig situation or like hefty plugs.
It's a wig. He definitely wigs up for these.
He looks so wrong as well. He looks like. Do you remember the live action Super Mario film? He looks like one of like the troopers in that.
He does, yeah.
It's just like was it the Cooper Trooper?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
the
looks like one of
twins,
those
the
people.
brothers, yeah.
He looks so weird.
He does look weird. He's becoming his
I
own
think the
mini
alien,
Cage
the
craziness
the
at moment.
Scientology alien inside him is
Yeah.
trying to escape.
Yeah, which I think is part of Nick Cage's soul.
2 weeks.
Part of Nick Cage. After Face Off, they actually did swap a bit, and he left with a bit of.
He
Nick
never-
Cage
yeah, he never
inside
went
him.
back.
He never
He
went
was
back.
like,
he never stopped being Nick Cage.
Yeah, can
he
I?
still hasn't heard cut.
Can
And
I?
he's just been
Can I
going-
keep a bit of his face?
He's just been going deeper and deeper down his Nick Cage rabbit hole.
He got infected by Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, they need to get
is-
back together and do something.
I'd love to see that, but I'd like to see them in like a kind of like arguing neighbours sort of film. Like, so they're both neighbours, but like they.
Like a gardening competition.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
like there's
sabotage
some.
each other's gardens. That'd
Yeah,
be
what was
great.
that? Oh, there was that film like where it was like a Christmas film. It
Oh,
was like
the
Matthew
lights. Yeah,
Matthew
yeah,
Broderick
yeah,
and like
yeah.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And I want to see that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like where it's just them two, like
That would be
like-
good if they just
and they
had
would just call it Face Off 2, but they're like facing off, like
face off and they're both like looking over a fence at each
Yeah,
other in the
yeah,
garden.
yeah.
That would be great if they're both entering a garden competition and they're neighbours.
That's-
and they keep trying to fuck up each other's yards.
Yeah,
by,
that's what I want to see. But I don't want it to be
That's
like
a great
some
film.
like Disney fucking
No,
family
no,
film.
no.
I want it to be like a comedy where they're just like just fucking each other over to like the worst degree. Like one day, like Travolta comes out and is just like his cat is hanging from the washing line or something, and it's just like, and then just over the other side, Nicolas Cage just like, oh, that's unfortunate.
No, yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame that your cat did mushrooms hanging from one
just-
How do you know
just-
how do you know he did mushrooms?
Just
I'm
pops up.
assuming.
He just pops up from the fence and just goes meow, and just pops down again.
Rough gig.
So that's my dream. That is my dream
I'm definitely
film.
on board with
You on
this
for
film
that?
with them. Absolutely.
So
Again,
that's-
if you're listening, John Travolta or Nick Cage, you need
If
to
you're
get back
interested in
together
that, come and
make
come
an-
to talk to us.
and make a feuding neighbours movie
Yes,
where
I would-
many hijinks will ensue.
That'd be awesome.
Like you can hide like a missing child in Travolta's shed.
Yeah.
And call the police.
yeah. That's it.
He kidnaps a child, hides him in John Travolta's shed, and then calls the police. And when the police show up, John Travolta's like, I don't know why you're checking in there. It's not in there at all. And opens it, finds this beaten child,
Yeah.
cuffs up Travolta, takes him away, and then Nick Cage will go peek over the fence and just be
Just-
like, my. Oh
I love
dear.
it. Crikey.
Is this the wrong time to ask my lawnmower back to
Yeah.
your shed?
Can I borrow a cup of sugar? Oh, this is a bad time. I'm a vampire.
As the police are walking towards the shed, Nick Cage just like, you might find a little child. I mean, you might find a little.
That looks a little
I
suspicious.
forget it. I know there's a kid in there. I heard him. I put him. I didn't put him there. I heard him there.
I had him in there.
I'm going to improvise this next bit. There's a child. He put the child on his face.
His face. Wore it like a horse feeding mask.
So we were.
Wore it like Bane's mask. He wore that child like Bane's mask.
So where do we stand? Nicolas Cage. We're better for having him.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think.
He's probably done more worse films than he has good, and there's probably still as many films
But-
of his I haven't seen as I have seen. If I'm
No,
being honest.
exactly that. I'm sure there's probably like a few like sort of like real like low down there like films that we're not even aware of. But I think some of his bad films are bad until they're good.
Yeah.
And it's really only Nicolas Cage that's the good thing about them. So yeah, no, he's done some good, he's done some bad. but you can't say that he's not an amazing person.
No, he's incredible.
If you agree with us, then you shouldn't be listening to this. Really, you knew what was coming.
Yes. So we are Yay Nic Cage. So that
Yay,
was
Nic Cage.
our Nicolas Cage special.
Yeah.
And it was fucking awesome, and I hope you learned a lot, because we've definitely, well, we knew that already, but we've come up with a couple of good film ideas as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
We're going to pitch those to him. Next, we'll be going into our segments to the end, so we're going to be going into Joe's. Well, I'll let it speak for itself.
Joe's Corner of Fear.
Yes, welcome back to my corner of fear. Once again, just to explain the rules, I pick a random phobia from a list, and I make Greg have to guess what the actual fear is. I did try and see if there was a fear of Nicolas Cage, but to no such luck. I even had a look to see if there was a fear of cages or rib cage or
Ooh.
anything cage based, but they just said, well, a fear of cage is just agoraphobia.
Yeah, that's true.
So nothing's as specific as that. But I have chosen one. I will say this: it's not Nicolas Cage related.
Okay.
But it's
John Travolta related.
It's John. Yeah, it's a fear of Saturday Night Fever. No, today's phobia of choice is papaphobia. That's
Papa the Rapper, the old video game. Is it a fear of that?
fear of PlayStation characters.
It's a fear of that, isn't it?
It's not. No, unfortunately not.
Is it a fear of Papa Jeans?
No, or it's not Papa John's Pizza.
I was going there next. You know, I was
Yeah.
going there next. Is it a fear of parents, of dads?
No,
dogs?
it's not. It's dogs. Parents are dogs.
Yes, true.
No, it's to do with a religious figure, but like one that is present
Pope.
within. Yes,
Is it the Pope?
it's Pope. It's a fear of the Pope.
Oh, we've all got that.
Papaphobia is a fear of the Pope.
I'm not surprised. I'm scared of the Pope.
It's it's the get up. To be fair, I always found the really really old, was it Pope John Paul?
Oh yeah.
He just looked like a raisin.
Yeah.
He was all just this wrinkly horrible old man.
Is it any Pope they have a fear of? So is it just the outfit, perhaps?
It doesn't say a particular Pope. It just says fear of the Pope. I think it might. I don't know if it's the position that they uphold.
Oh, okay. Or just if you went around there dressed as a Pope, they
Yeah.
would be like, "Oh my God, get away from me!"
That would. Yeah, I think that would work. So yeah, that is today's fear. It's the fear of the Pope.
That's ridiculous. So there you go. We're learning while we do this as well, people.
Yeah.
Fear of the Pope. Well,
And as well, if any of you feel like you have a fear that you would like to share with us, we can talk about that.
Yes.
If you are aware of your fear having a name, just send us that, and then
Or
we'll
if it
try and
doesn't
guess
have
what
a
it is.
name, and you just have a fear that you think is a bit weird.
Yeah, please do share it
Maybe
with
you
us.
have a fear of Nic Cage.
Maybe you do.
And
If
maybe
you
you wanna
do,
let us know
we'll
about
call
that.
you an idiot, because there's nothing to be scared of in the way of Nic Cage.
Well, it's scared in an exciting way.
Yeah, he scares me.
Scared in a going bungee jumping kind
He
of way.
scares me into moistness. I get so terrified, I get wet.
So we have a fear of the Pope. Excellent. I am scared of the Pope.
You are now.
I wouldn't want
Well,
to dress
then
up
let me
as
tell you
Pope.
something. You have papaphobia.
Ooh, oh no, I like that. Get me copper's badge.
I'll have that. Yeah, I'll take that. Go on then. One papaphobia, please.
Now we're going to go into our final segment of the day.
Excuse me, can I ask you a question? I don't want your advice. I don't want it. I don't need to listen to your talks. I don't want your advice. Just think you should marry the dog and be happy. I don't need to know what you have to say.
Disclaimer, do not take our advice. If you do, we'll not be held accountable for inevitable heartbreak. Thank you.
I'm a big fan of the online game Habio Hotel, and after many hours of searching, I found myself a beautiful girlfriend. I now have discovered she has cheated on me.
Oh.
I'm 16. I loved my girl. We did everything together. Swimming, dancing, exchanging furniture. She was the best.
For a brief moment there, I thought they actually went out like swimming and did stuff.
She was the best thing that ever happened to me. Then she dropped the bombshell that she has someone else. I was furious. At first, I wanted to kill this other Habby boy. But now I'm totally depressed and I want to die. I hate every second I'm alive. Grow the fuck up, you're 16.
Kill yourself.
Fucking stop fucking... I don't know what Habio Hotel is.
No, I've never heard of that. But then
Don't
again,
have-
maybe we're not the demographic.
Maybe we're not, but it does sound very interesting.
Habbo Hotel. Was it Habbo Hotel?
Habio, I think...
Fabio's
Yeah,
Hotel?
Fabio's Hotel. I imagine it is. Here we go. I imagine it's an online game, as expected.
It's from Finland.
It's from Finland. Bloody hell. Not that I don't know what I'm saying. Bloody hell.
No.
A strange place of awesome people. Habio. Wow. So you just like.
What is it? Just like an online? Is it like a Second Life sort of situation?
It looks like Sims to me.
Oh yeah.
Looks like Sims, but you can be a doctor. 1 million downloads.
Oh yeah, it's exactly like Sims.
Yeah, it looks like Sims to me. So he literally met this girl in there, and they exchanged. They went swimming and dancing. I guess they mean.
So these are like online activities that you can do.
Yes, they didn't actually go swimming and dancing in real life. They did it on the computer and exchanging furniture.
Man, I'm gonna start playing right now.
I mean, I don't quite understand like exchanging furniture.
Well, maybe like in the game you have like your own place, and then maybe people can.
Should give John Travolta a call. He likes furniture.
He loves
some
furniture.
chairs.
Get a wicker chair in there. I don't know, man. Maybe maybe like you just sort of like trade stuff. If they have something in particular that someone else might like, you might be able to trade for it, and then I don't know. I mean, I never really got into this whole kind of sort of like online life leading situation. Like, but to be fair, the guy's a bit of an idiot for getting all fucking uptight about it.
He needs to realise it's not real.
Yeah,
And,
ideally, just remember it's not real.
Yes, because and you're obviously a bit unhinged if you want to kill the other Habibo.
Yeah,
I mean, does that mean kill them in the game? Could you like murder in the game?
If you
and
could
go on
murder
a
in the
run?
game, I would do nothing but walk
his
around
character
killing
actually
everyone.
goes on like a fugitive game. He actually goes on the run and hides in Sims.
Wouldn't that be amazing if you could just kill people
like
in
Wreck-It
it?
Ralph, but a murdering rampage.
I would
kidnaps
totally.
her and goes and lives in like in.
I think to stop
Micro
myself
Machines game. Like,
to stop myself from going out and being a serial murderer, why not just be a serial murderer online?
yeah.
That's pretty much the same. You know, that would stop me from.
So that's the
fulfilling-
advice. Start murdering on not in real life.
Yeah.
But on the.
If you can find an online platform where you can pretend to be a serial killer.
You have two choices. You either just stop living in your online world and actually go live in a real world.
Please
go,
do
Go
that.
outside.
Go and ride your bike, play some football.
Go down the local.
Go swimming.
Go actual swimming. Actually, go exchange furniture with someone else.
Yeah.
Don't steal their furniture.
Don't steal
exchange
it.
it.
No,
Don't go
people don't like
swapping
that.
patio furniture around.
People don't like that when that happens.
Why don't you put on your shirt and a nice pair of slacks?
your
and
nice
get that-
shirt.
and
Put
get-
on your nice
put-
shirt.
Get a nice shirt, sleeve silk shirt. Put on some nice slacks, some nice blokes, and get yourself down the local discotheque.
Yeah, get down there, man.
Down the
Pop some
discotheque,
shapes.
pop some moves, chat to some girls, walk in, flick a coin at the jukebox. It won't go in,
No,
but
do it.
Girls might take pity on you. Oh, he's trying.
he's tried
Yeah,
to be the Fonz.
So go down there, meet some girls, chat to them. Don't tell them about this ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, definitely don't at any point bring up the
Yes,
ex-girlfriend.
if a thing comes up about heartache, don't mention Habibo Hotel. Don't tell them you own a hotel or anything like that.
Yeah, because that makes you a liar.
Yeah, unless they bring it up. Just say so. I'm going to say either go out, meet some girls, and stop living in the computer.
Yeah,
if you don't like this advice and you want to stay living in the computer world, then you have to become an online serial killer.
Yeah, that's your only option. If you
Murderous
if you wanna stay and have your online life, you're gonna have to start killing
There
people.
is a game, I don't know, it might be banned by now. I think it came out in 2012, 2013. It's an online game where you just go on a rampage killing.
Really?
Yeah, I saw a trailer for it.
So is like everyone else in it, like everyone else that you kill in it, are they other people playing it around the world?
I don't know. I think you're just the killer guy. I don't know. I just saw a trailer for it. It looked fucking nasty.
I bet, yeah.
It looked brutal.
Well, there was always games like Manhunt and stuff like that where literally the only objective is just to murder people like the worst
I can't
possible
remember
way.
what it was called. It had a stupid name, like Rampage or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice and original.
But you should go do that. But don't go play a game that specifically. I want you to actually make your Haribo Hotel character actually go on a rampage.
That's it.
Surely you know something. That can
Maybe
change the
maybe
files.
perhaps you own a hotel in it and then but
Get
people
everyone in it and
die
burn it down.
people die
Like a
mysteriously
Cecil
in your
Hotel.
hotel.
Maybe a woman is found in the water tank on the ceiling.
Ah, that old
On the
chestnut.
ceiling, on the roof.
On the roof.
On the ceiling.
On the ceiling. Why have you got a water
Yes,
fountain?
well.
But yeah, so either your options is to maybe leave behind your virtual world and go out and experience
rub your
reality.
eyes, go outside, rub your eyes for the first time. They'll sting at first when the sunlight hits you. They will
choose the
sting.
blue or the red pill.
Choose the right pill.
Basically.
And then go outside or start murdering.
Yep.
that is pretty much our segments. That is our show for the day.
That is very much
I've
it.
had a great time diving into
I've
the world of
enjoyed
Nicolas Cage.
listening to you tell me about all the Nicolas Cage stuff. I've loved talking about Nicolas Cage. I love Nicolas Cage.
I always love talking about Nicolas Cage.
Thank you once again for if you have been listening in. Again, don't forget to email us and tweet us.
Yes, the All Seeing Guys at gmail.com and Twitter at the All Seeing Gs. Next week, next episode, we remember we do this every 2 weeks. Next episode, we're going to be discussing beggars in the streets. When I say homeless, people that just constantly harass you for change. The same guy every fucking day.
Yep.
And we will be talking about Facebook as well.
Yes.
Which is obviously needs its own episode, but we're gonna. A majority of it will probably be Facebook.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
We're playing out with
Yes.
a few selected choice moments from Nicolas Cage film career,
Yes.
put to a wonderfully epic soundtrack. So for your amusement and ours, we'll be playing out with
Yes.
some Nicolas Cage quotes.
So thanks for coming. I've been Greg.
I've been Joe.
And we have been the
The All-Seeing Guys.
once again. Cheers for listening. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Laters.
How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned?
I don't know.
Tell me! Help me, look! Help me, look! No!
Fucking genius.
You only listen to it, you have no idea.
What is it? 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 No, not the beast!
Not the beast!
Not the beast! What is it?
Not them in my eyes!
I'm a cat. I'm a sexy, sexy cat. Like my face. Oh.
Slap it on! Slap it on! Slap it on!
Face.
That's ejaculation.
Nicolas Cage comes. Thank you. Next time. Goodbye.
See ya!